sat last night and watched the 4-episode deal of P. Diddy. And let me tell you something. Marcy is mad at me because, let me first by saying, she does not agree with me in any way. Any way. And I understand it from a woman's standpoint. I do. But let me tell you something. The one thing that I can say is that I learned from the whole P. Diddy saga is it's several different things. Hurt people hurt. If you look at anything that he did, it was because of the way he was brought up. Parents, think about that. I'm not excusing any of this. He seemed to be on pace with everything he was doing. He was aggressive. Some call him an asshole. Some call him, a prick. But he's aggressive in business, in nature. And he's been very, very successful. But drugs played a huge part in that. Huge part in that. Huge part in that. And what me and Mars got in a debate about, a strong debate, was that that's the lifestyle of that business. What's crazier is this. In everything that he did right, he erased it all with drugs, narcotics, whatever. It influenced his behaviors, his relationships, and I get it. But what I have a problem with, and I have a major problem with, is Black America is always bitching and moaning about the white man, the Asian man, the Middle Eastern man coming over and doing this and doing that. And it's always one of us. Always one of us. And I couldn't get her to understand this from the way she was brought up and her background. They always send one of us to destroy one of us. Never fails. Look, let them do their job. 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson is a true piece of shit. True piece of shit for funding that. And the reason I say he's a piece of shit is because he's butthurt. He's totally butthurt. Why is he butthurt? It's because his baby mama was one of the young ladies that was a part of this fiasco. She was of age, but she was a part of the fiasco. And I want you to look back at all of the beefs that 50 Cent has been in. They've all been with African American men. All. Vivica Fox was the only other person that he was not in a fight with. Call him Bojingle, call him a coon, call him whatever you want to call him. I think he hates himself. I really, really do. His insecurities track everything that he's done. They track all of his, I guess I won't even use the word track. They will, they're the reason why he is doing what he's doing. When he was with Chelsea Handler, he didn't fight that hard. She called his ass out. She called him everything but the child of God. He didn't say anything about that. He didn't even argue about it, even fight about it. My problem with him, though, is instead of doing positive things, he's built a career on conflict, chaos, and it's always been with us. Look, Black America's always talking and bitch pissing and moaning about, the cops are killing us. The cops are killing us. Hell, look around the country who's really killing us. Listen, this is not going to be popular. Don't throw a tomato at me if you see me, but it's the truth. We kill we. Look at the numbers. Look at them. Listen, we will celebrate a guy coming home from prison more than we'll celebrate someone graduating and getting their master's degree. It's a lifestyle. It's a mentality. It's a poverty mentality. I tell people this all the time. Black folks brag about how much they spent, and every other race brags about how much they save. Do the math. Now, I'm going to get some hate here. I don't give a shit. None of you pay me. My brands will continue to flourish because we try to keep everything in perspective and in mind, and we try to do great and good business. When we're wrong, we're wrong. When we're right, we're right. But we have no problem with calling a foul on ourselves. That's what makes us build good brands. Now, I'm not in any way saying that Curtis has not built good brands, but his bullying has got to stop. It's got to stop. Everybody is talking about the record labels. They're promoting, violence through rap music and calling the women the bitch and calling the woman hoe, all of that. But at the end of the day, Curtis Jackson has been through bankruptcy. He's been through trials and tribulation of business. The last thing he should be doing is tearing another brother down. Now listen, I'm going to say again, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, bad boy, was a bad boy. That girl deserved $50 million for what we saw. There's no excuse. No excuse. No excuse. But damn, they always send one of us. I've watched all the commentary all around the world, news-wise, about this. And actually, the documentary, so-called documentary, Netflix is at fault publicizing attorney-client privilege. If I was P. Diddy, what I would do is I'd take all the money he's going to sue them for, and he's going to sue the living shit out of them. I'd take all that money and give it to all those victims and settle all those cases. I'd do that immediately. That's part of healing. It's a part of healing. They'll never get him on those murders. You got a real snitch trying to save his ass that's trying to connect it in Keefe D. He's an idiot. He's a rat and he's an idiot. But I digress to say, at the end of the day, I'm not condoning what he did. I just think that 50 Cent shouldn't have been the one to do it. He thinks it's cute now, but when they do a surviving 50, it's no fun when the shoe's on the other foot. And it's coming. He doesn't think it is, but it's coming. It is. It's called karma. It's called life. But again, Marcy did not agree with this when when she sees this. I'll probably be at the local Motel 8 or some Holiday Inn for about a month. So stop by and check me out and buy me lunch. But I just had to say it because it's just, it's not right. It's not right what he's done. He just bullies and bullies and bullies African Americans. He does it. And remember, white America and every other America, just because he looks like us doesn't mean he's one of us. And with the shit he's doing, all of Black America does not co-sign that. He gets a foul for that one. He gets a strike for that one. So just keep that in mind, please.